Hi, thank you all for joining me. I want to speak about science. I want to speak about vaccines and medicines and all this wonderful jazz. I don't have much to say about, okay? I respect, utmost respect, the Secretary of Health of the United States of America, RFK Jr., Robert Francis Kennedy Jr. I respect him and I think he's a good Secretary of Health because he's responsible, not because of his opinions. I don't share his opinions regarding vaccines, but I think he's responsible. And you could see it with the glyphosate thing lately, that he stood in line with President Trump on the glyphosate issue, which is against his own opinions, and he shared his view about it. He said, "This is against my own opinions, but it's a matter of national security. It's not a matter of national health." And I stand with the national security of the United States of America. Um, I don't have personal opinions about vaccines. I never had the problem as a child. I don't have children of my own to have problems with vaccines. About them, I think if I would, I would probably give them the minimal requirements by the health department, not unnecessary vaccines maybe, but the essentials. And I'm sorry, uh, this was an alarm clock to take my medicines. I take my medicines. I have here an inhaler. I hold it. It's very important for me to have it. But I want to share that as a child, I found out as a child of a practicing doctor, may she rest in peace. I found out that the Western medicine has its limits. Okay, treating asthma and allergies is almost impossible with Western medicines. Just they give you an inhaler, and that's what they give you. They can give you steroids. They don't treat the asthma. They don't treat allergies. They have nothing to cure asthma and allergies. And I found out later when my mother, may she rest in peace, had cancer, that Western medicine, she took the chemo treatments, but it's not okay. I don't want to share my story too much. It's just you find out the limits of Western medicine, and I'm not here to market Chinese medicine. Okay, I'm not a very fond follower of acupuncture and other. I was treated by homeopathy and it healed me, but I don't think it's. I'm not an advocate for Chinese medicine for alternative medicine. What I found out when I did my own research as much as I can as a non-practitioner, non non PhD, non how do you say it, not an expert, is that diet nutrition is proven to help and to even cure sometimes in some cases the supposedly terminal illnesses of cancer and heart disease and the metabolic syndrome. What's called it's called the metabolic syndrome because it has something to do with metabolism. So nutrition and a more holistic approach sometimes give a better answer than the Western medicine in these particular aspects. But that doesn't mean I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I support vaccines and the crucial vaccines, not the if there is unnecessary vaccines and don't use them, obviously. But most of what the health recommendations says is crucial. I even took a vaccine this year for flu. It didn't help me. I did have the flu, but I might have had it harder if I didn't take the vaccine. So it's wonderful. I'm not against. I don't know what to do to please the scientific community of America because I think they are feeling very much under attack. Um, it's a problem, but uh, I think they should be sincere enough to admit the limits of Western medicine and not to defend it when you're feeling under attack, you sometimes defend stances that are not your own, or stances that are not really defendable. So the metabolic syndrome is a good point to start with admitting the limits of Western medicine, not in front of the Chinese medicine, not to cave to acupuncture as a substitute for the it's just I don't know. I think I made my point clear. Uh, I owe apologies to the scientific community, but maybe I think sometimes there's insincerity in the way the scientific community treats certain person, and I'm not represented with all respect, and I do owe respect to RFK, to the Secretary of Health of the United States. I'm not represented by his opinions. I have my own opinions, and I was very much glad to share them. Although I did just now, so I don't know what's the point of more, sharing more. But anyway, if anyone wants to listen to hear, I'm very much eager to share and to listen to other people saying their own opinions and their own views. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for listening. Thank you.